People in the public schools, you know what we should be doing? I love that we've moved towards not having to carry books and stuff. I think that's a great move. But I don't love that we've moved our children, to being on a device 24/7. I feel like it's declined the ability for equal education for all, because not all people and children have the same resources to be able to do the same kind of stuff online at home. And also, I feel like it takes away all of the ability of equal learning, because not all students learn without writing on an actual piece of paper. Typing and all of that is great for essays, but general work should really be done writing. Writing also saves you from having Alzheimer's. Like, it's one of those things, like, if you don't write, you are more likely to get Alzheimer's. Like, there's studies. So I feel like the benefits is not having to carry in a ton of books. Like, oh my gosh, I hated that. So why not use a Kindle? There's no blue light on the Kindle. Why not use a Kindle for the books section, but have real paper, real pencils, real highlighters, writing, real paper to turn in? I don't feel like I would have been as successful as a kid if I had to do everything online and have to use a system. I will say, like, my online college courses were a lot easier to navigate than my son's online classes on the platform. Like, my college classes were easier to navigate online than my son's high school platform is. It's just hard to find all the information you need right then and there. Do I know how I'm doing in the class on one page? No, I have to go to every single individual class to click through 5 different things to find my grade, then click over to a different section to try to find the work that's due. That's just too much clicking. Way more opportunity for things to get missed, forgotten about, because it's not tangible, not on your hands, not tangible. I feel like staring at a blue light screen the entire day, typing on it the entire day, has declined education. And then my son's off school today because it's the day after Easter, but yet there's no reason other than that, but yet they still forced kids to do AMI at home work, like when there was like a legit snow day. Oh, don't even think about trying to go sledding, kids. You need to do your schoolwork. No, that only takes 5 minutes. Actually, it doesn't just take 5 minutes. Also, what the heck is that? Oh my god. Also, think about the families that have multiple kids who are all like underneath a certain age, and then you have to go through all the different classes online on the all click through all the different things on the platform to find out what to do for each class, and then you've forgotten what you even checked because you have to go all the way. It is not organized in a way that's functional, because there's 8 classes in high school. Imagine how many things you have to do for one class for a kindergartner, 2nd grader, 4th grader. You're asking parents to have to do your job at home, not get paid for it. That's the other thing. Like, I'm still working my job. I mean, I'm supposed to teach class. Well, you can do online. No, you can't do online, Cheryl, because then you're going to hotline me because my kid stays at home because I had to work today. No, we didn't sign up to do online school. It's great for funding, but it should not be something that's held accountable to make parents have to teach our kids, especially when literally today you could have been open, but you didn't want to be open. So you made kids do AMI days or get it counted against them. AMI days should simply be extra credit work, grade improvement work, not assignments that parents have to feel obligated, unless they're like me and are very vocal to the school system that I'm not being paid to do your job. So no, I'm not supporting it. AMI days were created for COVID. We are simply not in COVID anymore. It should be grade improvement and extra credit only days, because if we always use AMI days, there was like 3 or 4 AMI days when it was like legitimately we were legitimately snowed at home, and we could actually enjoy the snow and go sledding if we wanted to, like try to risk and get out there. but the buses couldn't drive, and for the most part we were inside all day because it was really cold. We went sledding for maybe 20 minutes, and then we went home. We were cold. But at the end of the day, snow days are important because it gives kids the freedom to be kids still. We didn't sign up to go to college and be doing online courses where we don't get a day off. Like, kids should still be allowed to be kids, especially when today is a day when kids could have been at school on a normal Monday, but the school system didn't want to take advantage of the built-in snow days in the system. They would rather have more days off of work where our kids are still home by themselves because we're still working. So when we get to work at home because we're snowed in, we should be able to enjoy the fact that we're with our kids and not have to do like the lessons and the teaching for you. You know what I'm saying? Most teachers agree with me. The ones who don't, I don't care. They don't care about me. I don't care about them. I love you guys, but we don't have the same opinion. You're simply not in the shoes of a single mom working a 40-hour week job on her own. I'm not going to, especially when my kid was younger. I advocate because my kid's much older now. And I advocated when he was younger, and I was vocal to the schools, like, no, I cannot do online school for my son. He cannot do virtual school if schools decided to go virtual for COVID. You want to know why? Because I'm not getting paid to stay home. I still have to go to work, and I have to watch the cameras all day. So it's like I'm stressed out because I don't have help. I don't have a father home figure at all, and I don't have family that live by me. And the family that do live by me, they're still working. So I can't. What do you expect real families to do? Real life situations. I don't have the funds for an at-home nanny. You know what I mean? And so I advocate because there are more people in worse situations than I am, and they don't have the same opportunities as even I do. I had a great job. I could take my son with me to work during that time frame. That didn't matter. I was advocating for the people who couldn't. Because there's not a lot of jobs that are lenient for parents to be a good employee and a good parent. Do you know what I'm saying? But that's a whole nother topic. It's just annoying because instead of having to force the kids to do AMI on a day when they could have just enjoyed a snow day like we all did when we were growing up, they were like, you're doing AMI. And clearly today was a day when they could have made up that snow day. But they're closed on a Monday for no reason. Do you know what I mean? We got really messed up when COVID happened, and we get so money hungry and focused on greed and focused on how can we get funding and how can we get money, and we stop looking at what actually benefits the students and the families that you're serving. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Anyways, there's lots of things we could still have funding. There could still be funding for AMI. I think AMI needs to be created into something more functional for today's world, not the world where COVID was existent, and created into a learning improvement extra credit day so that there can still be funding on those days for the school systems. And also, I don't think that the kids need to be staring at a screen and on blue light the entire day. I think we need to bring back the paper, bring back the pencils, use a Kindle because it's less harsh on your eyes all day, and it's just, I think, a lot easier for certain kids like me to be able to have tangible paper in my hand to know I have to turn this in because it's due. You know what I mean? Like, I have the worksheet in my hands and it's due. And I'm pretty sure most teachers will probably appreciate that more too, because it is just a lot of work to accommodate for some kids with IEPs, both. You know what I mean? I'd rather just, let's get rid of turning everything in online digitally and start having tangible things in our hands again. Like, let's not get so distracted at trying to be college students when we're simply just kids, you know? Anyways. Anyone? Oh, that's so good. Mama gave me a gift. Oh my gosh. Thank you. I would love taking care of you. You're so sweet. Woo. Spooky.